Hello. I have been thinking a lot on my Deathwatch minis. I currently have, as of right now, the list is Deathwatch Veterans, which is we'll talk about in a minute. They're the only thing I do not have on this list. Chaplain on bike, he's not painted, but he's put together. Watchmaster, also not painted, he's primed, or based. Yeah, he's primed and also ready to be put together. I was kind of disappointed that he wasn't primaricified, but we might fix that sometime soon. 10 Damascus kill team, half of them, actually, we're over halfway painted on every one of those, and I have all the extra bits from, because it comes with enough to build 2 kill teams, but it also comes with enough to build the optional versions of the 2 kill teams. So if you build one of everything, you can build, if you find the bodies, and they don't have to be Deathwatch bodies, mind you. It can be regular intercessors, and you could just paint them Deathwatch style. You can literally use all the extra bits to make a full another 10-man squad. So I have 2 kill teams here. So I have 2 Damascus kill team. Damascus? Whatever. I call them Damascus. Fuck it. An Outrider squad on jet bikes, which is I've been currently kit bashing and working on those. Those have come out fantastic. We got 1 Lamenter, which shoulder pad I am super proud of. 1 White Scar that we are currently waiting on a transfer sheet, and 1 Dark Angel, who is part of the Raven Wing and has this really sick thing coming out of the back to kind of look Raven Wingy-ish. You'll see he's in a short, so if you want to look him up, look up the Outrider short that I should have hopefully posted by then, but we shall see. So we are going to talk about Deathwatch Veterans. Actually, we need to also talk about, where are they? Terminators. Where are the Terminators? Am I blind? Because they're not a kill team. They're just regular Terminators. Please? Can I find them, please? Are they really not? Oh, there it is. I'm blind. Okay. So we'll talk about those in a minute. First things first. Deathwatch Veterans are super unique in the ability that you can build the team to be melee or you can build it to be shooty. So you can only get, sadly, you can only get 2 power shields. I know, I'm aware. I cried too. My Blade Guard Veterans. I need more shields. I can never have enough. So you can run, how many? It's a battle line unit, so you can run 6. So you can run 3 loadouts of just melee and 3 loadouts of shooting. So this is the really cool thing that I've really loved about Deathwatch, and it's made me become so much more creative. And we'll look at stuff. I have some 3D print files I'll show you, and we'll talk about some potential kit bashing ideas, including a Xenos race that has not been used for Deathwatch yet. And once you see it, you're kind of like, you're gonna ask yourself, why don't they use these? Because they're way better. So, first things first, this is everything with shield. Actually, I think the veteran black shield, I don't really know what this is. I might do some research into this unless I just make it so they're just, if it's just a bolt gun, a power weapon, and they don't have a logo on the one arm, then I think that's what it is a black shield. I know Titus was a black shield. I could include Titus in my Deathwatch veteran list. I have little Tituses that I've 3D printed that are a giveaway prize for the anniversary stream. This video will be up before the anniversary stream on November 18th, 2025. Those are the giveaway prizes. Find the Big Titus video if you want to enter for that. So, sorry. Anyways, this is a really cool concept where you can build, you can even do like you can do the shield with the bolt gun. So not only can you do melee and shield, you could do bolt gun and shield, which gives your guys an invulnerable save. I believe you could do 4. Let's figure that out real quick. Yes, okay, so you could do 4 shields in total. So that would be really good for invulnerable saves. So say you wanted close quarters, so let's get rid of regular those. Oh, these are bolt guns. So say you wanted to do close quarters, you do power shields, power weapons, and then you run 4 thunder hammers, 1 Deathwatch veteran with shotgun, and We do a combi weapon and a Xenos blade. That is a full melee line. You got a couple things that can shoot at a distance, and they're not great, but that's not what you're trying to do. You're trying to get these guys into melee. So say, let's go ahead and just make a copy of this. This is a quick, easy way to do this. This is all on New Recruit, by the way. So say, okay, this batch, I want to be full shooty. So let's go bolt gun and Xenos blade. You're going to use a lot of these Xenos blades. I have 3D print files for them, so I'm perfectly fine with that. Or you do, you could do the shield with combi weapon, but let's just keep that the way it is. So I'm going to want heavy bolters. I'd probably want the frag cannons. And let's zero that out. What else? What else? How many shields? We can only have 2. Oh, I gotta add 1 more guy, and then we can be perfectly fine. Let's do a bolt gun and power weapon, and bam, I have an entire shooting line unit that is meh in melee. I mean, if they get into melee, they can fight. I'm not the biggest 40k player, by the way, and I don't go by stats very often. I just do this stuff for fun. I'm mostly a hobby and painter in the aspect of this for right now, until I get all my Deathwatch done, because I do want to take them to a tournament and have a lot of fun. Anyways, so this is your entire shooting lineup. So you have 6 bolt guns, 2 frag cannons, and 2 heavy and furnace heavy bolters. You can build whatever you want. If you want them to be more shooty, if you want them to be more melee, that's really cool. They're under 200 points. The Damascus kill, the new kill team, it kind of can't fill those roles quite like this. It's either gonna be, you're probably gonna want a 5-man team and focus a little bit more on melee or focus a little bit more on shooty, but they're kind of always mixed no matter the way you build it. So it's not the best version of what you could do with Deathwatch veterans instead. Now, I haven't looked at all the other kill teams. I know it is literally, so for example, and we're getting off topic here, if you do an Indomitor kill team, you can have heavy intercessors with heavy bolters, heavy intercessors with melter rifles, and heavy intercessors with power fist and auto bolt storms. This is literally aggressors, eradicators, I believe, is the plasma, and regular heavy intercessors. That's cool as shit. You can integrate a whole team to literally a 10-man team of, okay, I want 3 eradicators, 3 melter rifles, and 3 heavy there was no power weapons. Where did I see where did I see eradicators? That's not what I'm talking about. So you can have, I'm sorry, let me try this again. You can have 3 aggressors, 3 melter rifles. Let me actually see if you can do this, if it's list legal. 2 heavy bolters, and oh my goodness, you really can do it like this. Let me clear this back. So, for instance, this is part of the reason why I do love Deathwatch. You could run 2 heavy intercessors with bolt rifles, 2 heavy intercessors with heavy bolters, 2 with regular meltas, 1 with multi-melta, and then 3 with power fist and auto storm gauntlets. This is a shooting line if you've ever seen one. I'm so sorry that I'm talking off topic, but this is something I really like. You can kit bash, you can do so much cool stuff with this, but we're gonna talk Deathwatch veterans again. So this is the Deathwatch veterans box. These are old minis. You could go back and get all the old versions of minis. They're fucking not cheap anymore because people like to scalp. And so I've talked about those. We forgot to look at one thing. I'm so sorry. Let's open that back up. We forgot to look at the Terminators because I can't think. A quick Terminator thing. You can run Deathwatch Terminators with Chain Fist, power weapons, Thunder Hammer, and Storm Shields. I did not know that actually. Oh, I guess that would be the new Assault Terminators. Twin Lightning Claws, Storm Bolter, Chain Fist, Thunder Hammer, Storm Shield, Twin Lightning Claws. Yeah. Oh, this is the Sergeant. and you could run up to 3 heavy weapons if you're running a full 10-man team, I believe. Maybe not. You would want the full 10-man team. So you could literally run assault cannon, flamer, you can do all your stuff. So that really doesn't change a whole lot of the Terminator squad. So obviously you got your original Deathwatch veterans, which is I will not be using because I'm trying to primaricify all this stuff, and I have a 3D printer. And so the only thing I'm really going to 3D print are arms, pauldrons, backpacks, and other weapons. But the bodies are going to be regular intercessors, gravis intercessors, that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and close out of this. We'll look at some instances of Deathwatch Terminators, specifically the ones from the box. So these aren't going to be super hard to do. The whole silver hand thing, easy. I have chain fists, I have power weapons, I have the files for these, and I'm going to eventually start selling them in bits boxes. And last but not least, I do want to do an updated, not captain, because I googled the wrong thing. I do want to do a Deathwatch Watchmaster, an updated version of him, because he's a little short guy. He looks tiny compared to his friends, but we'll get him primaricified. I don't know how I would do this necessarily, because I would have to print most of this stuff out because he does have a unique chest. I mean, all of him's kind of unique. I'd probably print his body, figure out some legs to throw on him. This I have files for. Also, you've seen the files for this. So it's going to take me a lot more time to kit bash this. So let's show you with what I'm going to be working with here. Oh, this is the Cassius kill team, I believe. I was looking at minis to think of like how I could kit bash these to be, that one's already done. That one's literally waiting for a transfer sheet, and then he's pretty much done. It's basically just finding a way to kit bash these to make these primaricified. That is the best iron leg I've ever seen. I like this more than the, oh, it has a regular foot. So this is just reference photos for me trying to think of ideas for that. So I have, like I said, I have a bunch of files, and it does have his arm. Good. And this does include something that I'm so surprised was never included, and some of you have already seen it. There are Tau weaponry in here. Why do they not use, and like sniper squads, why do they not use Tau rail rifles? Why do they not use Tau basic firearms? Because they're shooting plasma. It's such a cool thing to stumble my way into these files. I'm not going to say where they're from. I cannot find them anywhere else. I found them. I kept them. They're mine now. And nobody can come after me. If my computer dies tomorrow, I'm going to actually cry. And this does include a bunch of Terminator bodies. And if my camera wants to work with me, Tyranid Xenos blades. And again, camera, come on. Please. This does include like heavy weapons. So these are, if you can see them, I believe these are, I want to say Tau flamers, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know my Tau weaponry that much. Cut me a little bit of slack. But this all has great kit bashing potential to make veterans, to make, what were the other things? Terminators, to make a captain, to make all these cool things. And the big Inquisition logo you're seeing right here, that is for a dreadnought I am currently working on. And as soon as my 3D printer stuff gets here and I can get my 3D printer back up and running, I'm going to be printing a bunch of this stuff out. Hopefully in the near future you'll be able to see me working on these on stream. And actually with this list, what do I need to take away? Let's take away the Indomitor kill team. I'm almost to a full 2,000 point legal list for attorney. So hopefully I can figure out what else to throw. Can I just copy one of these? Okay, so basically I'm ready for attorney. I've got to do 30 Deathwatch veterans, which is a lot. It's not, it's a lot of kit bashing. It's a lot of stuff. 2 Damascus kill teams, which is one's already half done. 10 Deathwatch Terminators, and I got to configure those, and those might not stay for sure. 3 Outriders, which is, those are almost done on jet bikes, by the way. They are not regular Outriders on wheels, because that's lame. A Corvus Blackstar, a Redemptor Dreadnought that I'm currently working on. The Corvus Blackstar is probably going to be swapped out every now and then for another Dreadnought and or a repulsor or some other type of vehicle. It does not always need it. I do love my Blackstar. And the Watchmaster, who may or may not be the Firstborn Watchmaster, and the Chaplain on hover bike is what I'm calling it, because he has been kit bashed just like the rest of them to have a flying bike as well. So look forward to seeing all this stuff being worked on stream. I'm doing a lot of this stuff up until November 18th, which is when we will start working on our big angry boy Angron. So I hope to see you guys there. I just wanted to talk about this. This is a really cool idea. If you made it this far in the video, like, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff. I really hate saying this, so I'm kind of forcing myself to do it now. I will see you on live streams and or in the next video. Bye.